Hi guys, it's me, Becky, with the biggest carton of juice in the world. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Anyway, it's time for Q&A. So, let's kick off. First question is from Coops. Hey. Um, what's your favourite way to unwind after a long week? Well, obviously, a pint at the pub is the obvious answer. But I mean, realistically, it depends what kind of week it's been. If it's been pretty stressful, sometimes I just want to go home and watch X Files. But yeah, if it hasn't been too stressful, a nice pint at the pub on a Friday night is always quite a good thing to do. And yeah, sometimes just coming home, getting into bed, watching the X Files. That's it. Any popular X Files episodes you didn't love, or vice versa? Well, I was watching X Files today and I skipped home because I cannot stand that episode. I mean, it's not a bad episode, just the whole mother under the bed thing kind of creeps me out a lot. And I know a lot of people like that one. Um, any other ones I don't like? I mean, not really. I mean, I tend to skip out, to be honest. When I'm doing my rewatch, I tend to skip out all of the Emily stuff just because I just can't handle it. It just gets me right there. But I don't hate them. I just don't really want to watch them, if that makes any sense. Okay, so next question is from Ali, Mummy File. Hey Ali. Um, Deep Throat or Mr. X? Good question. I mean, Deep Throat's like your granddad, he's like old man trying to help you out. But X is cool. Like I always wanted that. Um, but they're both great, but I would go with X. Um, and if I could have a one-way ticket to anywhere, where would I go? Now that is a good question. I went traveling to Australia about 3 years ago for 3 months. I loved it. It was just the best country in the world. It's amazing. So I'd probably just get a one way ticket to Australia, and never come back. um, or New Zealand, because New Zealand is also an amazing place, and it's more like England because it's quite green, like England, but doesn't rain as much, which is pretty much the real problem with England. So yeah. Um, Lily. So she gave me my question back to me, which was Push, Murray, Snog, David Cameron, Nick Clegg, Ed Miliband. Well, I'd probably marry David Cameron, which I know sounds really awful, but I could just imagine like I could be really fierce against him and like sort of like push him down and like get him off his high horse a little bit. So I'm quite good at that kind of stuff. Um, and then oh god, I think I'd push Nick Clegg just because of the whole tuition fees business. He broke my heart over that, so we'd have to push him. And then Snog Ed Miliband? That can't be right. Okay, never mind. It was a silly question anyway. Um, Julia! Who are some of your favourite film directors? Some of. Okay, I have two. I have two favourite film directors. Kubrick, who is a god, um, is the only film director, to be perfectly honest. I mean, he's done everything. Like, if you haven't seen any Kubrick films, which you definitely all should have seen, watch 2001 because it will change your life forever. Like, I watched that film, and that's how I knew I wanted to go into the film industry. Like, it was like this amazing moment where you watch this film and it's just everything. Like, especially if you like sci-fi, of course, you've got to watch it. But I mean, it's just an incredible film, and he's done so much, and every film that he does is different as well, isn't it? He never does anything again. Like, I like Wes Anderson, don't get me wrong. God, I'm going to get a little hate for this, but I find Wes Anderson very repetitive. Like, every film that he does is same kind of cinematography. It's very theatrical. It's very symmetrical. That got that auteur kind of thing going on. But Kubrick just did so many different things, and he was good at every single one of them as well. So Kubrick's my number one. He's my guy. Um, but also really like Spike Jones. I never know how to say it, but obviously Hers come out quite recently, and I think that's an incredible film. And oh yeah, obviously Where the Wild Things Are, and Being John Malkovich, which most people know. But he does a great one called Adaptation as well, which is like so weird and has Nicolas Cage in it as two people. And I hate Nicolas Cage, but it's a great film. So Spike Jonze is definitely my second favorite. Um, What do you like looking for when watching their films? Well, just something a bit different, really. If you've watched a lot of Spike Jonze and Kubrick, you know that, like I said, everything they do is different, and it's just something out of the ordinary. You're not going and you're not seeing something you've already seen. You're seeing something that's totally new on every level, and I just love that. I think it's just that's what filming is about. That's for me. That's what filmmaking is about. What's my favorite thing to do behind the scenes? Um, Not a lot. Just hang around asking for snacks from people. No, my favorite thing to do when being behind the scenes in a film. Um, I mean, I want to go into production, so like producing, writing. Basically, I want to be Chris Carter and have a television show where I can just control everything. That is just genuinely what I want to do. But yeah, basically the production side of it. So I'm not really into the camera or like technical, technical. Oh yeah, all that kind of no. I like planning, organising, making sure the crew get there, making sure the cast are there. Just yeah, I want to be a showrunner, but that's a long time away yet. So at the moment, I'll stick for just sort of you know making sure the day runs smoothly, as it were. Um, and my favourite genre to watch, I'm pretty sure you all know this, but sci-fi, definitely. Sci-fi explores new worlds. Sounds like Star Trek, but like yeah, it just brings everything to another level, which a lot of genres don't do. They kind of, like I said, repeat a lot of the same stuff, and sci-fi just allows you to escape from things, and you can make characters whatever you want them to be because there are no limits. You create the world, you create the limits. So it's just a great genre. Um, and lastly, I have a question from Lawrence, distinct among snowflakes. Um, if I could live anywhere in the world, where would I live? Now, I've already said that I really like Australia and New Zealand, but if I could live anywhere, I mean, and going somewhere to live, I do like London. I do like living in London, don't get me wrong, but I recently went to North Wales for the first time ever, like last October, to make a documentary, and I loved it. Like, it was just simple, it was cute, like it was in the mountains and everybody's happy. And you know, people just go walking in the mountains every day. That's what they do. And I'm like, I could do that. So yeah, I probably just pack up everything and just move to North Wales and just go canoeing and mountain climbing and probably have to get a job, but we won't think about that bit. But yeah, so that's all my questions. I feel like I've done this really quickly and talked really quickly, but hope you enjoy them, and everyone should do a Q&A. See you guys.